Grant, what went wrong tonight?
What went wrong? We were playing against a team who's got a new manager. They had a big bit of more belief about them than we did. Showed throughout the game. We got what we deserved. We didn't deserve anything out of the game. As good as we have been, and we've been very good this season, that was the poorest we've been. Our tempo in our play, we taken too many touches. Our shape didn't look right. Decision making wasn't right. And Oldham had more energy, more tempo, and the better the play.
A really scrappy first half that kicked into life in the second, but at 1-1, then down to 10 men, you must have really fancied you could go on and win it. But you've said this season, you know, it'll be you that you blame if you lose, and it was defensive errors for their second and third.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's errors, of course it is. It's individuals making the errors, but we make errors together. I said this before, you know, when we lost the goal at early in the season. When someone loses a man or makes a mistake, it's the team. It's not them. We're in this together this year. It's not about me scrutinising certain individuals about making a mistake. We're in it together. We weren't good enough today. Yes, we probably could have got back into the game, but we didn't deserve anything out of it. We huffed and puffed. Too many players off the standards where they've shown over the past 9-10 games, and that's what happens.
Why do you think that is? Because obviously you're riding the crest of a wave, weren't you, after a stunning result on Saturday?
Why do you think it is? That's a tricky question. We didn't decide to turn up at Oldham and not perform. So unfortunately in football, some days you don't perform, and that was today. We didn't perform, but listen, we're still early into the season. We're still in a really good place. No one's getting carried away with this defeat. It's a blow to us, but we'll dust ourselves down and we'll prepare, and we need to try and react now against Oxford on Saturday. People
will look at the league table, of course, look at Oldham's home record, look at you being unbeaten away from home, but is that very much the message? Of course, on paper it looks like a bad result, but these will happen, and you need to, you know, show the togetherness afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing it for the last couple of days. Oh yeah, Peterborough go to Oldham, will win 4 or 5. I mean, listen, that's not football. You know, people like that talk like that, it's like childish behaviour, really. We're coming to a ground where the players have got a new lease of life. Richie's come in, he's galvanised them. You always get a bounce when you get a new manager. The players will bounce, they all get a new lease of life. They've got a chance to prove themselves. He brought a couple of players into the team today who wasn't even on the bench. And they've got a point to prove. Some of our boys looked as if they didn't have a point to prove today, and unfortunately, you know, we get caught in a couple of bad decisions. Yes, but it's the team. Ultimately, the team wasn't good enough to win the game today.
Do you feel that at 1-1 you could have had a penalty? Ricky Miller certainly felt like he was pushed. He managed to get a stab away at goal, but it seemed to impede the power he could get behind the shot.
No, I don't think it was a penalty. Just seen it back in the video there. I think he just lost his footing. I'm not going to stand here and criticise the referees. No way. The referee wasn't the reason why we lost the game today.
Do you think it's just one of those unfortunate things, as you say, new manager, they get that bounce, they make 5 changes and do things maybe you weren't expecting. Debutant in goal, and he's been named man of the match.
Listen, this is a tough place to come here. It really is. For whatever reason, it hasn't been early part of the season, but it's a tough place to come. You'll see as the season goes on, Oldham's a tough place to come. And we knew that before the game, but I mean, we were way off today. We didn't deserve anything out of the game. We could have snatched a draw at the end. Ricky had a chance and stuff like that, but we didn't deserve anything. But we dust ourselves down. We go again. It's a long old season. I know for a fact that my team will be up there.
And can I just ask, obviously concerning at the end of the first half, Junior Marias, it looked a real bad one. Went off on the stretcher. Early days, of course. Do we know how he is? What's happened?
I don't know yet. I don't know the extent of it. It is a sty. Well, I'm sure you'll have a scan tomorrow and see where he is. It looked quite nasty at the start. I thought it might have been something really, really serious, maybe his knee, but I was delighted when the physio came off and said it was a sty. So we'll get him a scan and hopefully see how he is. But the boys are behind him in the changing there. You know, they're all patting him on the head, wishing him well. So Junior's been tremendous. He's had a tremendous start to the season, and if he's out for a bit, it's going to be a big loss for us.
And Guion obviously not in the squad, just feeling that groin. Might he be in contention Saturday?
No, Guion will be out for. Guion will probably be back in about 2 weeks' time, which is another big blow to us. And losing Guion, losing Anthony Grant through suspension, and now losing Junior. But that's what happens. That's why we've got a squad. We've got players on the bench who can come in and step in and try and stake a claim. And that's what they'll probably do over the next couple of days in training. They need to get into my mind, get into my thinking for the game against Oxford.